Hello and welcome back. This is DL, and in the last video I was talking about the Chronos Omega raid in solo and co-op, and now I shall talk about Nyx Chronos solo and co-op, which in my opinion it's harder at first, but once when you know him, he's about at the same level of difficulty. He's honestly not that bad once when you begin to know his pattern. So I shall now begin the gameplay and begin the explanation. So now then, the main difference here between the other raid and this one is that obviously his form changes, but he is in general tougher. So you do need more rare raid boosts. I beat this with 6 as it was shown. But I would say probably around the recommended is like 3, just if you have a really high team. But just if you're honestly not as high, you might actually need like 5 or 6, maybe even all 7 to have a chance. But you can watch the gameplay in order to try and learn his pattern in both solo and in the raid. The patterns do mostly stay the same, just simply offering two different perspectives of it. So now let's begin talking about the team. Most of my team from the last video honestly stays the same. But there's only one key change, in which I'm going to talk about that key change right now. That is on Verica. I replaced Pipe Down for After an Eternity. After an Eternity, its main purpose is to give Verica 75% paralysis res, in which, he does paralyze. So while this will give Verica a very, very good chance at, not getting paralyzed, and will still consistently healing. But obviously 25%, there's still a chance that you'll get paralyzed. So it is a little lucky on that part. But you also gotta hope that the AI is not stupid. You need to make sure that it is preferred that everyone stays alive for the obvious Deathless requirement. But you can just clear it and be done with it. That way you can get the ores and crystals at the least from both of them. Now that the main change is done, for those who haven't seen the first video, I shall now explain why I brought these 4 units. So first we'll be talking about Galacleo. Galacleo I 50'd because she's just a monster, in case if you don't already know. I obviously have her staff for the stat boosts. The heal in general, it's really just nice, just in case if I accidentally mess up. Jewels of the Sun is there for a little bit of extra strength boost and skill haste. Resounding Rendition is there for a little bit more skill damage up, as shown there, and also some crit rate. Now then, I also have a Shinobi. Shinobi is just in general the best Dark Dragon. He's just an absolute monster of a unit. And I was able to save up enough Sunlight Stones to mub him. And also, as I explained in the last video, it is possible to do it without maining a 5-star Gacha Dragon. My brother, he did it with a 2 mub Jugs and a mub Nidhogg and a mub Phoenix, I believe. So yes, he was maining the Jug, but yes, it is 100% possible to do it. I was just bringing my best team. So right there, I cleared it in 3 minutes 14. So now let's move on to the other gameplay, which will be the raid. Now the number should be starting. I still have the 6 raid boosts as shown there. This will be my Deathless clear as well. I also set my might a little bit higher. That way I can guarantee that people actually have the DPS. But I still had to hope that people did know how to do it. That was my biggest issue. But past that, it was pretty nice, honestly. Now that I've talked about Cleo, let's move on to Botan. Botan I brought for the HP buff, and well, she was my pretty much only bleeder besides the Sazanka. The one thing about that is that, well, I didn't bring Sazanka because I had a Koron. On Botan, Dark Lance, stat boosts, Castaways, I brought for the 50% extra process res because, well, her ability is only 50%. With Castaway, it will then go up another 50%. That way she can then fully resist the paralysis. Castaways also has light res on it, which is nice. Lucas Prank, I brought it for the extra light res. That way she could definitely live. Then also for this slight more skill damage boost. Then I had a Mob Jug, just for the overall damage and the Shadow Strength 45%. Now then, I'll talk about Koron. I mainly brought him as a defense reducer. That way, well, I can get in a little bit more damage, and also his defense buff, especially 150. Everyone just tanks like a beast. Dark Axe, mainly for the stat boost. Flower in the Fray and Kung Fu Masters. That combo in general is really solid on Axe units. Because with those two, they do cap at 40% of skill damage. And they give you 14% crit rate and 15% crit damage when mubbed. Then I have a Marsh, just for overall a lot more damage. Then my final unit, this unit is a little more freedom, I guess. This unit can really either be a Summer Verica, obviously, Hildegard, Valentine's Hildegard, or even, I'm missing one in my head. Prepared's a very solid, Prepared's a very, very good healer. The main reason why I brought her is because, her 4-star, weapon gives her another heal. That third heal comes in serious handy, especially when going out for Deathless runs. I mentioned After an Eternity already, and give me You're Wounded in general is just very solid print. It gives you more recovery potency, and also can allow you to tank a first hit as long as you are at max HP, in which you can just heal back up to it. Then Phoenix for the extra 45% HP for some better heals. So then, now that I'm done talking about the units, I'm going to talk about this raid really quick. This is honestly more difficult when it comes to the amount of restrictions, I would say. Because, well, you definitely do need other DPS on your side for this one. But once when you learn his pattern and also iframe appropriately, he is honestly not that bad. But he still is a challenge because of his small gimmicks. For example, those black holes that just appeared, Hellish Winds. It literally just sweeps. It literally just picks you up. It's like that. It's honestly one of the more annoying things. Also, those fire things, those burn you, those just do a lot of damage. He can also bog you, he can freeze you, he just does everything. He does absolutely everything. It's honestly annoying. But once when you learn him, you will be fine. So right there's my Deathless run. So yes, that should conclude this video. Just if you have anything else you have questions on, feel free to ask. Oh shoot, I actually forgot to mention my doges and altars. So my shadow and fire altars are maxed. Glio, hers are 31, Botan's are 25, Koron's axes are 31, and Verica's dojos, one of them's 28 and one of them's 25. So yes, you do need a lot of investment for these, but it is still very possible. So then, hope that this had helped you for when the raid mode does come back, which will be pretty much the last 2 days. So I hope that you guys have learned something, and well, best of luck. Just if you're trying to clear the solo and the raid.